Salute, 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 you two family. What's good, with y'all? Marco Darko in the building. You guys already know. So, over the weekend, we had Drum Boost Ennis take out Xander Zayas, and he's now a unified champion at 154 pounder. He's now a two weight division champion. Salute, you know what I'm saying? Great performance. Give him all the credit. But watching him, of course, we always make the comparison between him and Crawford, and obviously we wanted to see that fight. Now, that fight could have happened. Boots Ennis actually declined it. Not that I think he was scared, but I think it was just a bad decision as far as business wise. Um, and the fight never came to fruition. But as we saw in that fight, we have to ask the question: could Boots actually defeat Terence Crawford? And I have to say, I don't think so, personally. Um, I saw a lot of flaws in that fight, and I think if Crawford was in front of him, um, Crawford, if he fought that same fight against Crawford, I think he would get stopped because we saw in that third round that he got hit a lot. I mean, it wasn't good as far as what I'm saying, his defense. His head was on the line. He didn't move it up. He didn't have as much head movement. And honestly, it's like a pattern with him. And I don't think he doesn't have the skill. I honestly think he doesn't take these fights seriously because he's been fighting guys that can't really hurt him. And I think he's been fighting guys that are not really on his level, and that's gonna hurt him because he starts to fight guys that, I mean, this was a step up fight. Xander Zayas was a step up fight, of course. Um, and we saw that Xander Zayas landed some good shots. I don't know if I could say that he was hurt, but it didn't look like he took some shots very well. And I just have to imagine that if Crawford was in front of him like that, uh, he would stop him. He would those punches that landed from Xander. If Crawford were to get a hold of him like that, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good at all. Um, and I really do think that he does not take these fights seriously. He doesn't, like, he just goes in there. He thinks he's gonna just steamroll him, and nine times out of 10 he does steamroll him. He does eat these shots and just no effect on him. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. But as he starts to climb up in competition, that will have to change. He cannot keep fighting fights like this because he's going to get in front of a guy that's going to be able to really hit. It's going to be able to crack. You know what I'm saying? And if he continues to not take fights seriously, it's going to be really detrimental to him. And so I think he really needs to start taking these fights seriously. But I think this Terence Crawford is a step above him. I think his IQ is just more developed. Um, Crawford has been, fighting better competition for a minute. They both kind of had a situation where it was hard for them to get good competition. But Crawford's been at 135, 140, 147, 154, and 168, and he's found good competition, great competition. Obviously, Canelo was his biggest defeats or his biggest wins. Um, and obviously, John Busanis hasn't had near that. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. And John Busanis he has 36 fights. He's 29 years old. He spent majority of his career fighting guys that really are not on his level, and that creates a style where you think you can just knock everyone out. And again, I mean, he has 31 knockouts, so he's only went the distance, five times. So I get it, but that's very detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Style for style, I think Crawford is just a step above him. But Boots I think, but this is Boots' era time right now. This is Boots' time right now. Um, but I think he needs to start taking these fights seriously, truthfully. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think Crawford would beat him, or do you think Crawford would lose to John Busanis? Let me know in the comments. I'm very, very curious about that. But I personally would have uh, Crawford beating him, and I always had him. I always had Crawford above Boots. This fight didn't really change much of what I thought, but it kind of solidified, like, okay, I don't think he was ready. Um, I don't think he would have been ready for them to fight in the past. I don't think we'll ever get the fight because Crawford is definitely retired now. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, man. Could Boots beat Terence Crawford, let me know. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Marco Darko, you guys already know what it is, man. Like, subscribe for more content. Hit that bell icon to get more notifications. Peace.